Hey guys, Trip, Max from Overland. I wanted to do a quick review. The reason being is, I know it's early in the channel, but at the same time, I wanted to show you my friend. And this here is the COLEMAN 40-quart Power Chill Thermoelectric Cooler. And the reason why I wanted to do this is it basically represents what I talked in my first video. And what I'm talking about is the fact that price doesn't always determine what we need and what we use. So at this point, I'm still reluctant to go for the big name brand refrigerator freezers, being that I've had this guy for 3 years. It's probably done 180 to 200,000 miles in my work truck with me in every environment you can imagine, and it's still running. It's running now, as you can hear it, and it still continues to take care of me. That being said, it's a 44 can cooler, which means it holds quite a bit. I've used it on 5 to 6 day overlanding trips, and it's been more than sufficient. And when I say that, I generally stop on the 3rd or 4th day to re-up on eggs or milk or some of the colder items. But other than that, it's always held as much as I needed for that time frame. On top of that, I eat basically pre-made meals during the week as I travel extensively, and I have since 2008. And so generally I have all my meals pre-made. And so what I do is I put them in this guy and start them as I leave Monday. And by mid-afternoon, it's super cool in there, and they maintain their temperature throughout the week. What's neat about it is that I can also run this from my 12 volt in my truck to bring it into the room and using a 12 volt inverted power supply to move it to 110 volt. So there's never a drop off, nor do I ever have to remove the meals or remove the items that I have in it and put it in the hotel refrigerator and then back to it. So again, this is something that I've got a lot of direct work with. And so the neat thing about it is I've never had an issue. It's never not worked. And so I will not ever, like I said in the previous videos, stand by something because of a name or because of a price. It has to do its job. I was brought up to work, and so everything that I buy better work for me. If it doesn't, I won't badmouth it. I just won't use it as my kit. And this guy has done nothing but stand the test of time. And it truly is a game changer, because guess what? This from Amazon, all included with the power supply and a 12 volt cord, is around $160 shipped to your house. That is just something you can't beat, guys. Any one of the name brand refrigerators in this size and up are $700 to $1,500. And until I have the need for a more freezer capacity type cooler, I just don't see myself using it. And so I've been using this overlanding and at work every week for 3 years. And if that doesn't attest to the longevity of this guy, I don't know what does. It's a simple cooler. You can do it 2 ways. The doors will open left or right. And you can even, what's neat about this is you can even stand it up and use this in right here as the base and have it like a stand-up refrigerator would. Or you can set it up like this, and this is how I do it pretty much every time. You see it's the standard length of a refrigerator, you know, cooler, Dometic, those type of things. But at the same time, it's a tad smaller and lighter. And so that's why I've never physically mounted it, because I have the ability to move it inside and outside and use an inverted power supply. And I never have to change goods from this cooler to a hotel refrigerator or freezer or something like that. So when we talk about some of the things that we use, this is what I'm talking about, beginning overlanding. Coolers are great with ice, things of that nature. But think about it. Most vehicles have a 12 volt power supply or power source, and it acts as a cooler first, but then it has the electric or refrigerant with it as well. So no matter what, you can chill this in your car, and then when you get to the campsite, put it in the shade, and it remains cool like a cooler would, and there's no need for ice. So you just plug it in and continue moving. Things like Jackeries, Blue Yetis, Rockpal power supplies would easily power this for days. So That being said, again, I just wanted to throw this out there and show you and highlight a really good piece of kit at a really, really cheap price, and blow that thought out of your mind that like, hey, I need some type of refrigerator. I need some type of source to cool my goods or take it. Where would I get ice? Where would I get a cooler? No more. Coleman, 40 quart. Thermoelectric power chill. It is absolutely fantastic. Trip from Maximum Overland. Have a good one.